This is your Hurricane Watch Team tropical update on Tropical Storm Erick, which is steadily strengthening in the eastern Pacific and is forecast to become a hurricane soon. As of 6 a.m. Central Time, Erick was centered at 12.1 degrees north, 93.8 degrees west, at about 400 miles southeast of Punta Maldonado, Mexico. Those maximum sustained winds are currently 40 miles an hour and is moving towards the west-northwest at about 12 miles per hour. The minimum central air pressure is estimated to be about 1,005 millibars. As the storm continues to strengthen, the air pressure will continue to drop. As you can see here from Tropical Tidbits, they are actually showing the winds have gone up from 35 knots to 40 knots. With that air pressure down to 1003 millibars. So we may see this reflected in the 10 a.m. advisory package in about 1 hour from now. Look at the latest forecast track from the National Hurricane Center. We do have tropical storm watches as well as hurricane warnings or hurricane watches and tropical storm watches along the coast of Mexico. It's going to steadily strengthen. We might actually possibly see some rapid intensification with this tropical storm, as we could see this at hurricane intensity. It is expected to make landfall as a Category 2 hurricane with 100 mile per hour winds. The latest intensity guidance with Tropical Storm Erick does show that this will become not just a hurricane. We could even see a Category 2 hurricane is likely. Category 3 and Category 4 is pretty high for June, and that's pretty unlikely. But we're gonna have to watch the intensity of this tropical storm and how quickly it intensifies. I did just kind of want to break down again. This is the latest update. Again, 1005 millibars is the official air pressure from the Hurricane Center. There are hurricane watches as well as tropical storm watches in effect. And to clarify, a hurricane watch just means that hurricane conditions are possible within the watch area, typically issued 48 hours before the anticipated first occurrence of tropical storm force winds. The conditions that make outside preparations difficult or dangerous. Now, tropical storm watch means tropical storm conditions are possible within the watch area within 48 hours. Hurricane warning will likely be required for portions of the coast later today. Interests elsewhere in southern Mexico should monitor the progress of this system. Something I do want to mention, we do want to look at some of the, we just want to do a quick update, nothing super crazy. I do want to talk a little bit about impacts with this system. Because there will be lots of heavy rain for portions of southern Mexico. Again, we do want to talk about the rainfall. Heavy rain is going to be is expected and will be the most dangerous part of this system. 5 to 10 inches of rain are expected with this system as well. For Mexico and Guatemala could also get the coast of Guatemala could also see some heavy rain from this system. Some isolated spots could see as much as 12 to 15 inches of rain, possibly between 300 and 400 millimeters for some isolated areas. Although I do think, 6 to 8 is going to be much more, there's going to be much more bigger swath of 6 to 8 inches, about 150 to 200 millimeters of rain. So, again, mountainous regions will see the biggest rate of seeing these flash flooding, daily mudslides, and storm surge may also lead to coastal flooding, where the center of Erick makes landfall. This will be also combined with large destructive waves. So you have the storm surge, and on top of the storm surge, you'll have those large destructive waves. And even before landfall, dangerous surf and rip currents will begin impacting portions of the southern Mexican coastline. So again, this is currently where Erick is located. Here's the latest forecast track from the National Hurricane Center. Again, here it is, moving in this direction. They do expect that sometime today. We do see that increase of 45 knots. I believe it will be stronger than that. We believe it's already at 40 knots, about 45 miles per hour, I believe. Yeah, 40 knots right now, about 45 miles per hour. But we do believe possibly by the 1 o'clock update we could see that higher. Tomorrow we do expect that to become a hurricane, and then Thursday afternoon we do expect that to be making landfall as a Category 2 hurricane. So, I'm going to play this, have that satellite imagery here for you guys. So, if you live in the hurricane watch area, now is the time to get ready. Check your emergency supplies. If you have an evacuation plan and you do live in a flood-prone area, and closely monitor for official updates. Residents that are further inland should also prepare for the risk of flooding and potential widespread power outages. For the latest official information, visit hurricanes.gov. I'm going to pull up the website right here. Hurricanes.gov right here. National Hurricane Center website, East Pacific. And it will tell you all your information. If you go to Public Advisory, it'll tell you all your information about the tropical storm, as well as all of the summaries, the summary of any watches and warnings in effect, and also the latest discussion as well. You can also go to, it's also in Spanish. So, it is also all in Spanish for Spanish-speaking people as well. You have graphics as well for rainfall, rip currents, key messages that are going to be key on the main impacts with this storm. So we'll have continuing coverage right here on Tropical Storm Erick develops. Subscribe to the Hurricane Watch Team for the latest tracks, forecasts, and preparation advice. I'm going to go back to the satellite imagery here before my outro. Alright. This is going to be the Hurricane Watch Team. You can email us. You can reach us on Bluesky, Discord, Patreon. All those links will be in the description below. Stay safe out there. Stay prepared. This has been the Hurricane Watch Team, your source of cyclone information, and peace out.